Alright. Oh, last episode did not end on a high note. Oh boy. Santa could disappear. Like, what the heck? Hope that's all just a test. I also have a bit of a headache, so I apologize if I'm just trying to get things If I'm not mistaken, the vacancy over there was just filled by some new watering hole. Kengo? Really? How in the world am I gonna fill my quota with so few people around? It's so rare to see the streets of Kabukicho so deserted. It's our livelihoods on the line here, you know. Whatever you got to say for yourself, Santa. Huh? I can't remember the last time I reacted so strongly. I wonder if that's the side effect of giving my memories back. What should I do? Even if I don't take his sacred artifact, without belief in him, Headmaster Dad is going to vanish. He put his trust in me to inherit his legacy, and I'm just walking all over that right now. And I blew up at him like a petulant child, too. How can I even show my face at the Santa school after that shameful display? I had some place where I truly felt like I belonged. But I've once again thrown that away. Where do we even go from here? I'm supposed to be one of the most clever and resourceful. I've got nothing this time. I don't even know what to do. I don't know. I just don't know. Judging by the uniform, I'm guessing you're a Santa school student. Not the best spot for a nap, if you ask me. Sorry to inform you, though. This is my turf. So if you ain't got any business here, I'm gonna have to ask you to vamoose. Whoa, easy on the waterworks there, buddy. Is my face that scary? Even a total stranger like you chases me off just like that? But I've got nowhere else to go. I see. You're a runaway. Don't worry, I won't chase you off. Come with me. I made you angry. I didn't even do anything. I ain't angry. This is just how I always look. So dry those eyes and follow me already, will you? I'm going either way, so if you don't come with us, you're just gonna get left behind. I'm coming. Yeah! Morning, Moritaka. Training even on Christmas Eve, huh? Good morning to you too. You're up rather early, aren't you? Training has been an integral part of my daily routine since I was but a pup. I shall not forego it for anything. What brings you out here, if I may ask? Is there something you wish to discuss with me? The Santa departure ceremony preparations at the Sauna village, was it? Have they been completed without incident? It was tough without you there. Wish you could have joined us, so I could have spent more time with you. Oh, so you've come to see me at this early hour simply to say that? I am greatly obliged to you for the concern. You never cease to make me feel special, Brandon. Of course, I too regret that I could not join you. But I assure you it was nothing to be concerned about. So please, don't make such a face on my account. Seeing your smile would bring me more joy than anything. What do you think you're doing? I'm still in the midst of training. How am I supposed to respond to this? What? You simply wish to hug and make up? Make up for what? I harbored no hard feelings to begin with. As a warrior, I can only respond with a heartfelt apology for any hard feelings I may have caused you. Shut up and hug me. I must admit, I have thoroughly fallen victim to your charms, Brandon. Did I just say that out loud? Please disregard what you've just heard. Consider it a joke, a novice's attempt at humor. Hey, Moritaka. How strange. Usually I can always find him right here. Wonder where he's going off to. That voice! It's Shiro! Oh, Tail, please stop wagging so hard. You're going to attract attention. Ah, there you are, Moritaka. Good morning to both of you. Were you training together this morning? Yes, exactly. Just the usual training regimen. Isn't that right, Brandon? Tell the truth, Shane, though. Of course. Good morning, Shiro. I was actually just watching. You're really on fire today, Moritaka. Truth, Shane, though. For fire? Yes, thank you. What brings you out here, Shiro? If you were searching for me, I presume something must have transpired? I thought I should discuss this with you both a bit, discreetly. It seems as the pre-dawn hours last night, both Headmaster Dead and Tomte have gone missing. What? Whoa. You're kidding. Headmaster Dead isn't in his office? Tomte has really gone missing? Do you suspect they were taken somewhere by another? It's a bit too soon to make an assertion like that. I was just hoping someone might recall something to help us locate them. Personally, my mind keeps drifting back to the conversation you told us you had with Tomte and Takemaru when you went to Ikebukuro. Did Santa really exist in your world? If so, it probably doesn't seem as strange to you, Brandon. There are some worlds where Santa doesn't exist, which makes me wonder all the more why the real deal can be found here. The answer, I think, is the same as with ogres of Setsubu. People here believe in them, so they exist. And with Santa, you got the red cloak, the white beard, the big sack slung over his shoulders, the reindeer, everything. Yep, it's just like our Sana Buildmaster here says. If people stop believing in Santa, then Santa disappears. And then I've got no place left to go back to. So that's the one thing I need to make sure never happens. So if Santa's existence is dependent on belief in him, then the loss of that belief would result in the loss of him as well. And if we're to act under the assumption that that's what had happened to Headmaster Dead, the pieces do fall into place. People possessed by those devils have tarnished Santa's image, which could easily lead to a loss of faith in him. What about the other students there, like Yule and Krampus? No one else from Santa School has been reported missing. Maybe because they're all still Santas in training. Which begs the question, what's become of Tomte, who's also not a full Santa? Why has he disappeared? Maybe he hasn't. He's probably still somewhere in Tokyo. Precisely what I was thinking. Admittedly, there's little reason to make that assumption, but I strongly feel the same way. Tomte is still out there somewhere. Call it a hunch or a tug on a string of fate that connects him with us. But in his own words, if Santa were to vanish, he'd have no place to go to. That statement could be the key to finding him. As I understand it from what everyone else was saying, Tomte does think of Dad almost like a father to him. If one is to imagine his father suddenly vanishing before his eyes, it stands to reason he may have fled the school in shock. That sounds very likely, yeah. What do you think we should do, Shiro? The Guildmaster defers to your wisdom. I also think Moritaka's right on the money with this, which is why I want you to go look for Tomte, Brandon. You're the one who spent the most time with him, so you're best suited for the task, I feel. Moritaka, I'd like you to serve as his escort on this mission, to ensure no harm befalls him. Of course. I, Moritaka Shina Unizuka, shall guard him with my life. And together, we two shall find the missing friend Tomte. This, I swear. What are you going to do, Shiro? Is it just us looking for Tomte? I'll be headed to Santa School as a member of the executive committee. From what I hear, the school's in chaos right now. If things are left as they are, nothing is done. The ceremony may very well be canceled by the time Tomte returns. The departure ceremony? It's in danger of being canceled? With Headmaster Dead gone, the present sacks they received from him have allegedly lost their rule. Wait, present sacks are still there. They've lost their rule? That's right. Each student at Santa School has a present sack that was originally part of Headmaster Dead's sacred artifact. The sacred artifact itself, from which they all originated, is evidently still there as well. Though I'm unclear of the details. That sacred artifact is not responding to anyone's summons. It's as if it's gone, ownerless. All claim to it renounced. Which means not a single student at the school is capable of distributing presents from it right now. This has led to talks of canceling the departure ceremony, though the final decision does fall upon the committee. If Tomte, who poured his heart and soul into it, should get wind of such an eventuality, he would surely be devastated. Well, we don't know what's going on yet. So let's find Tomte and hear him out. We shall bring you back to the fold, committee chair. Come now, let us recover our missing friend, Brandon. Morning already. Where am I? Finally up, huh? How's it feel having somebody else's bed all to yourself? I still feel like I could burst into tears at any moment. I'm a bit more settled than I was last night, at least. Well, that's good. If you started crying like a baby again, I don't know what I'd do. As for where you are, I'm part of the Kabukicho Outlaws. This is one of our safe houses. If nothing else, you can avoid freezing out in the cold here. Forecast says we're supposed to get snow today. Okay, and you are... Based on the outfit, I guess you're a Santa too, huh? Afraid not. I'm a fake Santa. I'm just wearing this old costume to help bring in some business. So you're impersonating Santa then? Huh? It doesn't sound like something a real Santa would approve of. I say you're right. I've been on the naughty list all my life. Never met a Santa who's given me a good boy present. Name's Tetsuya Onogami. Like I said, I'm from the Outlaws. Pretty infamous too. Nice to meet you, Tomte at Santa School. Why do you know my name? Do you know me? Nope, don't believe we've ever met before. I just asked around a little is all. Then, if we're strangers, why did you take me in? Somebody's collapses on our turf. They're bound to become a nuisance if we just leave them be, you know? Plus, there's that Santa outfit you got on. The old guy from the Santa School in his dark form is an old acquaintance of mine. You mean Headmaster Dead? How can you refer to someone as sophisticated as him as the old guy from Santa School? If you're acquainted with him, you must have been visited by him. Just what have you done to get on that naughty list, huh? I skipped dinner to bring you back here last night. This is the thanks I get? You haven't eaten? Alright then. The least I could do is thank you is make you a Christmas dinner. I learned how at school. Great. You can cook for the rest of the patrons too. Our policy is, you're here, you work. Even applies to the owners. Our knight in shining armor, my Tetsuya, should have left a bunch of ingredients you can use. So feel free to just go to town. And since it's Christmas Eve, make sure you prep something nice and Christmassy. That's what the customers will be expecting. Alright, I can do that. I'm going to be cooking for customers too, though I guess I'll need to scale up my recipes. Just leave me to it and get ready to be wowed. I owe you for bringing me here, so I won't let you down. Yeah. All right. All right. Everything's ready to go. I think I already know the answer, but I gotta ask. Where's our Royal Majesty at? Where else? Fast asleep as usual. Though Christmas Eve is all about the night, so hopefully he'll pull his weight later on. Assuming we can bring in a sizable crowd for his liking, anyway. For now, though, let's hear what you all found out. Right. Good morning. As instructed, I went to check on the situation at Santa School. Seems like the Santa Claus named Dead is nowhere to be found as the chairman of this year's departure ceremony, Tomte. I'm part of the executive committee at Shinjuku Academy myself, so you can trust this info. Santa may just not come this year. As for me, while I was waiting on Ibaraki, I decided to check out what was going on outside Kabukicho. I swear, it's like everybody's forgotten what day it is out there. It was business as usual, as far as I could see. But like, I thought that was kind of weird. But like, even I thought it was kind of weird on a day like this. Man. While we've been kicking back, the world's been going all topsy-turvy. Guess we got a handle on what's going down. Dude I picked up at the dump last night is that Tomte guy. But I had no idea he was involved in all that. You saying he's bad news? Cause I can wrap him in a rug and chuck him in the river if you want. Dude, you could even do that if you tried. Come on, Ibaraki. Don't be an idiot. Think this is some kind of mafia town or something? Hey, lunkheads, it's not. Kabukicho is where idiots who've lost their way and have no place to go wind up. Fate that brings people here, so until he chooses to leave of his own accord, we ain't gonna kick him to the curb. Capiche? Okay, I feel a little bit better now. No, what was wrong with me? Anyway. Alright. Okay. Think your nose can lead us to him? The last time we crossed paths with Tomte, I noted a distinctive scent on him. And as a matter of fact, I am detecting that very same snit emanating from your bag at this very moment. What do you have in there, if I may ask? Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, it's one of the towels we used. Excellent! Now, I am no bloodhound by nature, but I believe I may be able to follow that scent to some degree. I am not going to tease. I don't like teasing Moritaka too much. I knew you'd save the day somehow. Now then, let us away. This way, Brandon. The smell is at its strongest here. Tomte is likely to be found somewhere within. However, this is the outlaws' territory. If we cross this boundary without permission, a fight is likely to break out. How do you wish to proceed? I will support you whatever you may decide. I wonder if anyone we know is around. Belial one! It is a pleasure to see you again! I see you are fulfilling your duty as an attendant, as a real samurai would! This manner of speech! You! Where did you come from? Tisk. For you not to notice me until I'm right up in your ranks shows that your training is lacking, you mangy dog. I just finished explaining to Brandon that I am not a dog! No, you didn't. Shino! Are you ever a sight for sore eyes? Your timing couldn't be better. Oh, you better scent of the noble source, the same as my erstwhile companion. In place of this novice who knows not the gravity of his position, I shall gladly offer my guardianship to thee. Tell me, what is your business here? I shall endeavor to help you achieve your noble ends, whatever they may be. We're looking for it. Yeah, I can't even see. Oh my god! Oh. Dang it! I want to say. Oh, you got me in a trap here. I should be responsible because it's Christmas. Oh, Gino is here. I came to see you, Shino. Oh. Were they your true feelings, I would be most honored by your words and carry them with me henceforth. However, it is clear you are merely placating this lowly cur. Do tell me the true aim of your mission in these lands. To business! What does your heart desire, my lord? Can I get both? Can I have both? We're trailing someone and it's urgent. May we please enter Kabukicho? I see. Perhaps I could serve as an agent and find the one you seek in your stead, so as not to spark any quarrels with the locals. Can you describe the personage in question? Will this individual be wearing any distinctive dress, for instance? He is a student at the Santa School, and would likely have a notebook at his hip and a bundle of birchwood in his hands. Duly noted. Please wait here. I shall uncover the whereabouts of this student on your behalf at once. What? Was that truly enough to go by? I am a bit unconvinced. You were expecting us, weren't you? You outlaws are always one step ahead. Impressive indeed. Those who stand at the top of the pack have clarity of mind of a true high caliber. I don't understand. What's going on, Brandon? Case in point, your clarity of mind is certainly greater than that of your bodyguards, to an almost shameful degree. I should hope that the filial one will continue to forge its discipline through your patient support in the future, my lord. Well, why do you persist in addressing me with such merciless judgment today? Now then, I shall return at the mission's end. Please wait for me here. Maybe it's because I didn't have food. Alright. Unlike the other quest, they don't really give you a lot of time with this. Probably because anniversary is like right around the corner. Still. I mean, since I don't have to use my normal team. Huh. Merry Christmas! Dark Santa has come once again to see all the children who've been naughty this year. Seems you've all been engaged in fighting and gambling again. For all you baddies, Santa's got something very special. Or baked potato or viscera of some animal. Wow, I didn't know about that bit. Huh. Thanks, you old geezer. I'm happy to have it. I'll sell it at this store I know run by an acquaintance of mine. One coal this big, sure to fetch some decent coin. I swear, you get more impudent every year. You sure got strong will on you, you little brat. Look who's talking. Every year you show up, hurl insults at me and give me coal. Shouldn't an old fossil like you be getting tired of it by now? Your tongue getting a little sharper every year too. No, I assure you, I never tire of this. Never ever. From your perspective, my actions are the same year in and year out. But from my perspective, you're always changing. Huh, is that right? And how about you give me a present I might actually enjoy for a change? Think your brittle bones can manage that, old man? Sadly, I'm afraid I can't. I'm Santa after all, and Santa doesn't give presents to naughty kids. You know, that just ain't right. Not rewarding naughty kids? No, calling us naughty kids. What does that even really mean? It's so arbitrary. I'm only naughty because you say I am. You know, you're pretty smart. I mean, you're not wrong either. It's not our determination to make, no, but as societies as a whole. You're naughty as society says you are. That's it. And I guess I always will be, because I like the way I live right now. It suits me. I'll fight and I'll gamble all I want. To hell with the law. This is the life I've chosen to live for myself. I'd have it no other way. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Why should I live my life based on somebody else's standards? Give me a break. I see. And I suppose you'll be seeing me again next year too. I'm terribly sorry about that. Yeah, I'll bet you are. I didn't care who this guy was. Whether he was the real Santa Claus, Dark Santa, or a complete charlatan. It was all the same to me. But he was a fixture of my year, appearing every Christmas Eve like clockwork to give us some useless thing or another and speak words of dubious wisdom. Then go off on his merry way. And that's pretty much the only thing I can remember super vividly from that time in my life. Funny how that's what sticks out of my head the most, huh? Whoa! Holy crap! Oh, sorry to keep you all waiting. Dig in, everyone, and enjoy. Yeah, it almost feels like we shouldn't be partaking. But how can we not? Hey, leave some for the customers, will you? If you feel bad eating it, don't eat it. Oh, there's no need to hold back. You told me to make a lot after all, so there's plenty for everybody. Oh man, I can't wait to get enough of these. I can't get enough of these meatballs. You got more? Bring them out. I'll happily eat every last one. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying my traditional Draculan meatballs with their thick, starchy sauce. That's a popular item in the student dorms at Santa School, too. Please, help yourself as much as you'd like. What's this super sweet milky porridge, Tomte? It's not bad or anything. I don't much care for the texture. That's Draculan, too. It's Yuletide porridge, boiled thick with milk, then topped with more milk, and lots of cinnamon. And more milk. I don't know. When rice is sweetened like that, it just doesn't sit right with me. Well, I guess we do have sweet rice balls here in Tokyo. I like it! It's all milky and sugary. A bovine of discerning taste you are. That thickness in particular is just to die for, no? That's like the umpteenth time you said the word thick. But you're a fan of thick sauces and stuff, huh? God. For us, though, thick fluids just call to mind all the blood we've shed. Kinda makes us lose our appetites, you know? Huh. I hadn't considered that. I guess different lines of work bring with them different needs. Thanks for the meal, man. Man, that was awesome. Christmas dinner really ain't half bad. It's remarkable how different our worlds are. There are things we always eat during Yule, a festival very similar to Christmas celebrated in my world on the day of winter solstice. Huh? I admit, I don't know much about other worlds. I don't need to either. We've got our own festivals to celebrate. Let me ask you this, Tetsuya. If Christmas were to go away in your world, you think you'd miss it? Not for a second. Christmas has got nothing to do with me, as far as I'm concerned. It's just a tool for luring in more customers. I only wear this stupid outfit because it makes other people happy. It's all Christmas has ever been to me. I see. Then does it stand to reason that... Then it does stand to reason that even if Christmas ceased to exist, it wouldn't make much of a difference in your eyes. That's it? And that's okay with you? You're just gonna accept that answer, even though you're a Santa School student? Actually, I'm grateful to you for saying it, Tetsuya. It was a refreshingly honest answer, as opposed to the simple-minded affirmations of Santa I'm used to from people. Wow, you ain't a Santa School student who hates Santa, are you? No, of course not! Don't be ridiculous. I was raised by Headmaster Dan. It would never be acceptable for me to show any hatred at all towards Santa. Besides, Santa loves everyone and goes out of his way to give happiness to everyone. How could anyone hate that? Yeah. It's not all right for me to hate Santa. It's not, so I won't. My, Tetsuya. You certainly didn't find yourself a live one after a full day's touting last night. No wonder you were so tired. Suzuka? By the way, Achosi has asked me to tell you he's grateful for what you did last night. I guess it's because this kid's probably going to get a visit from Santa tonight. Doubt many other kids around here will, though. I'm not sure I follow what's going on. Anyone care to fill me in? There are lots of people here who live here in Kabukicho. Most of them are ruffians who caused all kinds of trouble somewhere before. In other words, naughty kids who won't get any presents from Santa, but we still wanted to know the joys of Christmas. So we're planning to dress up in Santa suits like Tetsuya and give out presents ourselves to all the tiny tots around town. Tetsuya, so despite everything you said, you actually like Santa, don't you? Nuh-uh, you've got it all wrong. It's not Santa I don't like. Don't lump me in with that hypocrite. Giving presents to our juniors isn't something I trust Santa to do. It's on us, even if we look like Santa when we're doing it. But you're a Santa School student. I don't expect you to understand. If you're not trying to be like Santa, though, then why? Why would you go around giving kids presents? Who decided that was Santa's shtick anyway? It's just propaganda if you ask me. I do what I want to do, that's all. I don't give a crap what anyone else thinks of it, or how anybody sees it. Tetsuya, quit staring at me with those twinkly puppy dog eyes. Seriously, Tomte, what's your deal? I want to know more about you. I want to hear more of what you have to say. That's what this certain fuzzy part of me is saying anyway. Though I don't really know why. I did this myself when I brought you in, didn't I? See, I've got a lifestyle routine I follow every single day. And if I ever break it, I can't sit still till I'm back on track. But I guess, if you want to shadow me while I'm doing my thing, Tomte, you're free to do so. Shadow you? Where? Place I always go to after the night shift ends. Across the way from Hanazono Street. Just next to the Shinjuku police station. Ah, co-op saunas have their charms too. I had no idea there was one hidden away in Shinjuku like this. Yep, been a haunt of mine since way back. Melts my troubles into nice thick beads of sweat. Then I can just wipe them away. Thick! Like my sauces earlier, you mean? Stop! Don't you be turning my words against me, wise guy. Hey, Tetsuya. What is it? I really don't know what to do anymore. I have absolutely no idea where to go from here. Life would have been easier if I could have just kept being the nice kid. But there's heavy, dark mist swirling around inside me. It's attacking me, and it hurts. It hurts so much I can't bear it any longer. Excuse us, please. Oh, Tomte, there you are. Hey, Tetsuya's here too? Ah, Tomte, you were in Kabukicho after all. That's quite a relief. Whoa, what are you two doing here? What is the Guildmaster of the Summoners doing here? Did that knucklehead Kingo get lost or something? Not Kingo, Tomte. Hey, please come back with us, Tomte. Everyone's waiting for you. No! No! I can't go back. I just can't. Tomte? Hold it right there, bucko. Nobody approaches our Tomte without permission. You got that? Tetsuya, what do you mean our Tomte? Don't tell me. You got some nerve waltzing in here like you're the cock of the walk. Don't try to play dumb. I know you know the rules. It's okay. They got permission to be here from Gyobu. You stay out of this, Tetsuya. I don't care who said they could be here. Fact is, I didn't. I don't bend to the will of others. And if they think they can come into Kabukicho and leave without a fight, then they clearly don't know the outlaws too well. Now, I don't want to cause a ruckus in my own place of business. I don't want to make problems from Gyobu either. I'm sorry, Tetsuya. Seems I keep causing trouble for you and your guild. Don't get all teary-eyed on me, Tomte. Just get behind me, okay? I'll handle this. Tetsuya! So here's the deal. We're gonna have ourselves a good old-fashioned sauna battle. Think you can handle that, summoners? Handle it? Can't back down now. I need to know what Tate has to say. Wait, I'd like to join the sauna battle too. It's alright. I want to fight by your side, Tetsuya, so I can work up a nice thick sweat, like you said, and get all my troubles out. Stop with the... Oh. Fine.
さあ楽しませてくれ。決めたぜ。偽り輝く。熱いだ。暖かいだろ。次の曲行くぜ。決めたぜ。イエーイ。 おい熱いだ暖かいだろ。命じられたままに動きましょう。その魂かけられているのですか。鏡たる決めたぜ。やれやれあだよくやれやれあだ決めたぜ。あと今夜限りの遊びじゃねえか。使命とあらば仕方ねえ。見せてやろう。決めたぜ。おやお前の中の苦しみを全て吐き出し幸いとなせ。勇敢倫理生きた決めた。輝くぜ。熱いだ暖かいだろ。命じられたままに動きましょう。その魂かけられているのです。決めたぜ。決めたぜ。あだよあだやれやれ。水玉に輝くお前のペンライト俺のこの目に届いたぜ。士官水曜グリモワールサームアイズ。決めたぜ。マジで糸の程度。おや熱いだろう。命じられたままに動きま決めたぜ。お空の果てまでぶっ飛びね。俺ぞコビ信憑破綻ににもはエドリーム。やれやれ欲望決めたぜ。おや熱いだろう。命じられたままに動決めたぜ。決めたぜ。欲望水墨に輝くお前のペンライト俺のこの目に届いたぜ。士官水曜グリモワールサームアイズ。
どうよ細部までこだわった俺のゴーレムたちは。この造形美さすがプププラプラ。
It's so hot! But we must not falter here. We must persevere, Brandon. Well, Moritaka, I've got plenty of stamina left. Oh, what are you doing? Now I'm feeling even hotter all of a sudden. But why? It's like you're a beacon of hotness, radiating heat everywhere you go. Oh right, Moritaka might just die. Gotta admit, you're better at this than I expected. Never met anybody else that could keep up with me in a sauna battle. You're not half bad yourself. Give me money too. But you look so hot right now, Tetsuya. Heck are you looking at? Didn't think that was the kind of conquest you were after here. But if that's your angle, then I guess I was worried for nothing. I sure ain't losing to you. Think I'm bluffing, just try me. to make a living through that kind of conquest. So I'm gonna send you home in tears before you know it hits you. Tetsuya! Brandon! Man, you got one hell of a twisted up face right now, Tomte. You said you didn't want to go back, right? You should stay here. Don't need to be any more complicated than that. Tomte, Tetsuya. When did you two meet? I only met the guy for the first time last night. Found him by chance in a garbage truck nearby. Yeah, that's true. You barely know me. We have almost no connection. So why are you standing up for me like this? I thought you couldn't care less about Santa. I don't give a Yule log about Santa at all. I don't care that you came here from Santa School either. Then why? Why are you fighting so hard for a Santa School student like me? I'm not a good kid. I'm not nice. I don't deserve to have someone stand up for me. I don't deserve to be saved. But if that's the case, then I hate Santa too. I hate worlds that push belief in him. I hate them. I hate them so much. Any world that arbitrarily judges me, that denounces me as a naughty child, is a terrible place. I despise it. Tomte, I don't... Oh. I've been pretending to forget about it all this time and getting along just fine. But I've been ignoring the fact that I was judged naughty all this time. Now, cat's out of the bag. Yeah, I see. Now it all makes sense. What does? Why I came to your aid. Why I helped you. Because deep down, I can somehow tell you were a naughty kid. Were you just a Santa? I wouldn't have wanted to associate with you. Excuse me. Were you just a Santa? I wouldn't have wanted to associate with you. But the time I spent with you ain't been half bad. It's because you're the same as me. Tetsuya! Brandon. Didn't you two come to drag me back though? Moritaka? Brandon? Didn't you come to make me take responsibility for running away from the departure ceremony? For putting it in jeopardy? I came to hear what you had to say, because I was worried about you. Brandon! Of course, I understand. It really does all make sense now. I was scared. I've always been scared. Scared that someone might pick up on some little part of me that reveals to them I'm not the nice kid they thought I was. That they see the real me, not the me they all decided is worthy of getting presents at Christmas time. It was when I remembered that not any child within me that I lost all sense of what to do. I couldn't come to terms with it. Brandon, Moritaka, I remember now that I hate Santa, but I love Headmaster Dead. So what do? I just don't know anymore. I don't know what's right. Please, Help me. Help me figure it out. Belief in Santa was vanishing from Tokyo, and as a result, Headmaster Dead was on the verge of vanishing as well. He tried to give me his present sack sacred artifact. He wanted me to inherit it from him. It felt like his last will and testament, like he was bequeathing it to me. I was overcome with sadness and didn't know how to react, so I just fled the school. Why was he leaving it to you? It's an unusual artifact as it provides presents to those who are deemed nice and punishments to those deemed naughty. This makes it essential to the role of Santa, since you can't fulfill that role if you don't have the proper tool for the job. As a result, when one hands over the very rule to achieve this, that person can no longer exist as Santa. So for transients bearing that role, like me and Headmaster Dead, that sack is everything. It also serves as a safety valve, allowing for the conflicting elements of light and dark to exist within a single being. That's how Headmaster Dead was able to maintain two roles within a single body. Without that sacred artifact, it only stands to reason that the Headmaster would split into two separate existences. For roles to subdivide into one's soul into multiple fragments is peculiar indeed. I cannot think of any such instances in my... Have you forgotten Shino? Filial one, is something the matter? No. Everything is alright, I assure you. You're subdivided too, Tomte. The devils. If I were to inherit the sack from Headmaster Dead, those conflicting parts with me would stabilize too, I think. So you have a dark and light side too. That must be where the devils came from. The question is, why would he have sought to give me something like that? To me? I'm not capable of becoming a proper Santa like he is. I'm kind of the exact opposite. I mean, if anyone were going to catch on to the fact that I hate Santa, the Headmaster would have to be among the first. Not only that, he must have known it was my fault the people of Tokyo begun to shut out their belief in Santa. This Tokyo's belief is very fickle. But even more than any of that, the real reason I couldn't accept the sack is that I didn't want Headmaster Dead to disappear. I think I understand a bit how you feel, Tomte. If I were in a situation like yours, I cannot say what I would do. Or any of us to be in that situation where our mentors would disappear. Irony. Very ironic, considering certain things. It's just not about him disappearing, though. It's the fact that I'm the one responsible for making him disappear. Super irony. I'm the catalyst. I hold hatred for Santa in my heart, and yet I don't want to see Headmaster Dead go away. So what do I do about it? What can I do? That's A very good question. Jeez, every last one of you is so depressing. It's a real pain in the ass, you know that? Tetsuya? Why are you getting caught up in the logistics of the perfect image of Santa Claus, trained up long ago by some random jerk? This ain't about Santa. It's about an old dude you all desperately want to bring back to Tokyo. So just focus on that. Sounds like all you gotta do, Tomte, is change Santa from the version of the guy you can't accept into the version you can. What? Oh! I'm confused? Wait, do you mean... Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Brandon? I don't know. Can someone fill in the rest of us on just what's going on here? I'll explain it later, Moritaka. We're kind of in a race against the clock here. Brandon! Don't worry, whatever it takes. We'll bring Headmaster Dead back. My lord can always be counted on to have a simple yet effective plan in his back pocket. I mean, that's the role of the main character. But that is precisely why he shan't ever fail to inspire confidence in others. So Tomte, will you rise to the challenge? Of course! I'll get Headmaster Dead back. Just you wait. Get ready to see Santa Claus, Tomte style. First things first, I'm going to need to gather all the devils who split off from me into one place. And we'll need to expel them from the people they're possessing, naturally. So you're thinking perhaps we can gather them all at the Santa Village, by hook or by crook? Exactly. And once there, we can see about restoring belief in Santa that the people of Tokyo have lost due to my alter egos. Christmas gets a little head start before a Headmaster Dead even shows up. If Santa doesn't make an appearance on Christmas, then whatever belief in him remains in Tokyo may be lost for good. So in order to get the Headmaster back, we'll need not only to exorcise those devils, but distribute presents as well. Sounds like a huge headache to me. You saying you can do something about it, Tomte? I've got an idea. It's a totally crazy one. There's no telling how it might go. And it's definitely not something I can pull off on my own. So... Can I ask you all to lend me your support on this? Please. It would mean the world to me. Let's do it, Moritaka. You with us? Or Headmaster Dead? Certainly. I shall do that is in my power to aid Tomte, for he is our friend. Are these two jokers ever gonna be enough, though? You think you can really get the old man back with just them? I'm afraid not. Their help alone won't be enough. Oh, that's a bummer. What if I'm reading between the lines correctly here? No. You're trying to rope anyone else around here who has some connection with the geezer, ain't you? People like... me. Tetsuya! Shall we call this an armistice then? Hey, if you're gonna help, then count us in too, boss. I can go around and rope up Ibaraki and the others too. Are you sure this is okay? I feel like all I'm doing is racking up debts of gratitude with you and your guild. You're just doing as you please, and we're just helping you out as we please. So don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Thank you, Tetsuya. And all the rest of you, too. Now let's get over to Santa School on the double. Please, Mr. Tanzgrenir, please wait a little longer before announcing the cancellation, will you? The Summoners and Santa School students alike are all devoting their full efforts to finding Tomte as we speak. Even if they succeed, however, there's little meaning to the departure ceremony without Headmaster dead. Because the presents can't be distributed, I know. Tomte has his blood, sweat, and tears into preparing the ceremony. So if cancellation really is the only option, Il Tomte should be the one to announce it. It wouldn't seem right otherwise. You make a good point. Alright, I suppose the best thing I can do now is join in the search for you. I can't very well just stand around and do nothing after all. I'll scour Tokyo using a brand new running style never before. Nope. Mr. Tanzgrenir, wait! We're back, Shiro! And we found Tomte! Brandon! Oh, Tomte. Sorry to worry you, Mr. Tanzgrenir, and the rest of you too. I caused you all a whole lot of trouble. Where have you been, Tomte? Everyone has been so worried for you. So very worried indeed. So much that we've all been searching for you since the crack of dawn. You've been searching for me? Why, though? Well, that's a silly question. Because your help and positivity have always been such a boon to us. You're a treasure. We wanted to repay you for your kindness every single day. But your help and support are so non-stop, we never got the chance. You're just always working so hard, we can barely get a word in edgewise. So when everyone from Santa School heard you were heading the ceremony this year, spirits couldn't have been higher. I see. I get it. I've been connected with you all along. Oh, your Birchwood bundle. It's going. It's going for my friends who believe in me. All the people of Santa School who support me. I don't think I can ever be a Santa Claus as good as Headmaster Dead. There's some things only I can do here. Preach it, Tomte. Come on, Shiro. Everybody join us. We need your help. I take you have some plans to improve the situation, Brandon. Tomte? It's a long shot. Don't know how well it's going to work, though. Or if it'll actually succeed in bringing Headmaster Dead back. We also can't just chalk it up as hopeless. We have to give it our best shot. So what we need to do right now, all of us, to gather together all the Santa School students and executive committee members. We'll need all the help we can get to distribute presents to everybody in Tokyo. About Headmaster Dead's power.